Malcom X's family members, along with attorney Ben Crump, are announcing two new witnesses that are offering evidence in the alleged conspiracy case surrounding his assassination. According to Crump's legal team, the new witnesses are learning that there were security associates of Malcom X, and they were arrested just a week before he was killed. They've never spoken publicly before. For more, let's bring in our ABC News legal contributor, Brian Buckmeyer. So let's talk about this new evidence that was put forward today. What do you think of this, Brian?
Well, it's interesting, Kira. Don't forget, let's think about it in context of what we know from the assassination of Malcom X. It happened, as you said, 59 years to the date. He was giving a speech at a newly formed organization, and he was shot 21 times. Now, his security guards, as we've heard in the past, has stopped some of the people he believed to be assailants. The new information that we're getting coming forward now is how law enforcement, both federal and the NYPD, intercepted these kind of let's call them citizens' arrests and the security guards of Malcom X, and that what Ben Crump and his associates are arguing not only inhibited the ability to arrest the perpetrators of this crime, but then concealed their actions afterwards. And that makes sense when you think about the fact that Ben Crump is suing the federal agencies and the NYPD for both the concealment and the kind of obstruction, as they put it, of justice to figure out who, in fact, killed Malcom X.
And let's talk about why this has taken so long for these two witnesses to be found and why they're being heard from now.
I think part of it is just as time progresses, more information comes up. We've seen this in so many other high-profile cases, like the death of Jam Master Jay, which being prosecuted currently in the EDNY, the death of Tupac Shakur. We're now seeing litigation for that criminal case. Now, as time goes by, people feel that there are less fear of coming forward with information. I think many people within this community, rightfully so, based on what was going on in terms of assassinations, feared law enforcement, feared the FBI, who was surveilling Malcom X and Martin Luther King at this time, and also feared the NYPD, that if they came forward, their cries would not be heard, that they would either be persecuted or prosecuted or something even worse. Now, almost 60 years later, I think there's a greater comfort to come forward. And also, a lot of these people are nearing the twilight or the end of their life, and they want to kind of have some sort of catharsis to say, I know information about this. It's long past due. I feel safe now at this point. Let's try to ultimately and hopefully find justice for Malcom X.
All right. Well, let's talk about Malcom X's family now and, what they really want to see happen next in this case.
So a lot of this case, as Ben Crump and those who spoke today, came around FOIA requests, the Freedom of Information Act. It's now been 59 years, and you would think that with so much time passed by, that both the federal agencies and local authorities who have interviews, investigatory steps that were taken, documents around this case, would release that information to the public for Ben Crump and his associates to make the proper assessment of what happened, alongside with those interviews and affidavits that they provided with today. But they're saying they're being stonewalled at every turn. At one point, Ben even said that the agency said, we can't give this information to you for privacy reasons because Malcom X may still be alive. Such an insult to the family. I think Ben Crump said it best in pushing back on that narrative that this is about justice not only for a local community, but for an international community. And he wants these answers found out for these families in their lifetime and not another.
All right, Brian Buckmeyer, always appreciate having you for the analysis.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.